Assalamualaikum and a very good day to Prof. Madya Dr. Nur Aziati binti Abdul Hamid, our lecturer. We are from Group 2. We're gonna present about e-wallet, the factors influence user acceptance towards cashless society among FPTP students.
Hi, I'm Lim Yuqing. In this video, I'm going to present about the introduction part of our study. So let me start with the research background. Generally, e-wallet is one of the approach where people can directly pay their daily living expenses online through apps or in-store, in which it allows people to access the information of their debit or credit card without carrying the physical card and in a more secure form. In this study, the research not only revolved around the acceptance of e-wallet, but also the technology infrastructure, feature, and functionality, as it will directly influence the people's acceptance toward digital wallet. As for the problem statement, the use of e-wallet among Malaysians is relatively low, which it is only 8% according to Malaysia's Payment Landscape 2018 report, and this may link up with the awareness of Malaysians that still not familiar with the operation of e-payment. Then, based on PayNet Digital Payment Insight Study 2022, the acceptance of e-wallet among Malaysians had been increased from 51% to 64%, which the statistics are for before and during pandemic respectively, due to online payment help people to achieve zero contact during purchase and payment process. Next, based on the same study, it also shows that most Malaysians still rely on cash payment during their daily spending, although many shops and retailers have provided with the access of e-payment. Where there is 36.2% of Malaysians live in urban area that stick to cash payment, and 63.5% of Malaysians in rural area still prefer to use cash. While for the research question and objectives, we focus on the relationship between behavioral intention with the proposed independent variables, namely performance expectancy, effort expectancy, facilitating condition, and social influence. Then, we also focus on the usefulness of U-Thought model in examining technology acceptance and the acceptance of technology among FPTP students in UTHM. As for the research scope, we will pay attention to the FPTP students' experience in using digital wallet, like perceived ease of use, and therefore investigate the factors that will affect user acceptance toward cashless society, where the online survey form had been distributed and collected from 40 e-wallet users among the students. Then, in terms of the significance of our study, it could help the e-wallet users to increase their awareness on e-wallet benefits, like more safety and convenience. And that's all from me. Thank you.
Good morning, cô cơ my name is Jay Today I want to present the career review and frameworks. Firstly, in WinCast 2003 years is the career review. The degree could which a person feel get employee or system will allow him or he to option again in work personal, which is known as personal expectation. Besides that, Rahid 2018 year economic review discovered that when export expectancy can go according to information technology like mobile radios and online banking, export expectancy has a substantial association with behavior intention. After that, the degree to which a person feels that the administrator and technology password is in fact to assist system used in a node and facilitation condition is in literary review when Cascade 2003 years. On the other hand, the degree to which a person value other person's option can show originally the new mentor is not as social influence in the literary review when Cascade 2003 years. Next, for behavior indication, social network is now present with a number of obstacles as well as possibilities things that allow them to share their code and efficiency, accounting, mobile basement service, goals and technology in the literary field. Come 2015 year. In framework research, there are four independent variables IV for our research are personal expectancy, as well as vacancy, security conclusion, social influence, and the dependent variables VB is behavior integration. The first hypothesis is personal expectancy PE has a significant influence on the behavior intention to use its worker. The second hypothesis is for expectancy has a significant influence on the behavior intention to use its worker. The third hypothesis is predicting conclusion has a significant influence on the behavior intention to use its worker. The last four hypotheses, social influence has a significant influence on the behavior intention to use its worker. That's all for me. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum and a very good day. My name is Nur Atikah Nabila binti Mokhtar. My metric number is AP200345. I want to present about methodology. In this research, there is using the quantitative method, which is doing a survey to get the data and information from the respondents. Choosing quantitative research is more reliable and objective. Data will be collected with adapted questions to identify the key factors that influence the acceptance of e-wallet towards cashless society among FPTP students. The respondent will be questioned to gain their opinion on whether or not e-wallet are accepted. The target population for this research is among FPTP students. It is selected due to get the information that influence the acceptance of e-wallet towards cashless society. This is using non-random sampling techniques. Before the questionnaire were distributed, a pilot test was conducted to evaluate the validity and reliability. There are 6 sections which include section A, B, C, D, E and F. Section A is about the respondent profile. For section B, C, D, E and F consists question regarding factors influence user acceptance toward cashless society. A well-constructed questionnaire was used to get the desired information used in this study. That's all from me. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum and have a good day to Dr. Nora. My name is Munira Atira, AP200491. Would like to present about result and data analysis. For the reliability test is to measure the Cronbach alpha of the independent variable and dependent variable. Among these variables, behavioral intention has the highest Cronbach alpha with a value of 0.984, whereas the facility condition have the lowest value of Cronbach alpha with a value of 0.795. Moreover, the overall reliability test was result 0.894, which indicated the good reliability and validity skills. For the descriptive analysis, based on the result, the value of mean of dependent variable is 4.05 and the standard deviation value is 0.663. The highest value of mean is a variable for effort expectancy, and the highest value of standard deviation is the performance expectancy. Next is normality test. Normality test used to determine whether the data are in normal distribution or otherwise. Skewness and Catesis statistic were used because it was an excellent descriptive and inferential measurement to evaluate normality. Based on the result, the value of skewness is negative 0.233 and the Catesis value is negative 0.933, and it shows that the data is normal. For the correlation coefficient, we use Pearson because the data was normal. Pearson coefficient correlation value for the first and third independent variable, which is performance expectancy and facility condition between behavioral intention, which is a dependent variable, is 0.692, and the significant value is below 0.001 and 0.645. The significant value is below 0.001. The coefficient correlation value for effort expectancy and social influence between behavioral intention is 0.529 and 0.577. Based on this data, there is a positive relationship between independent variables and dependent variables, even though there are several independent variables that have a coefficient and correlation value strong and normal. Next is discussion. Discussion for major finding, which for objective 1, 2, and 3. For the objective 1, based on the result of SPSS, in using Pearson coefficient correlation method, it shows that all independent variables, which is performance expectancy, effort expectancy, facility condition, and social influence, is positive relationship with the dependent variable, which is user behavioral intention, because the p-value is below than 0.001 and the relation is on level strong and moderate. Next is discussion for objective 2. In this research, the theory of Utah model is used to examine technology acceptance among FPTP students in UTHM by referring to the Unified Theory of Acceptance and Use of Technology model, UTAUT. Four independent variables has been adopted in this study, namely performance expectancy, effort expectancy, facility condition, and influence and social influence. The most important factor influencing user acceptance toward cashless society among FPTP students in UTHM is performance expectancy. For the last discussion of major finding, which for objective 3, based on the survey, the respondents say that e-wallet is familiar with their daily life, even if they are students, because all the purchases in university are having choice, which is whether use a cash or QR pay, which is e-wallet. All the technology of e-wallet is on their fingertips because social influence is one of the factor influence user acceptance toward cashless society in amongst FPTP student in UTHM. That's mean the student is accepting the technology of the e-wallet. I think that's all from me. I will pass to the next part, my friend.
Assalamualaikum and a very good day. My name is Seri Amisha binti Muhammad Hashlin Darinsha, metric number AP200385. I will explain about the limitation of the study. The study was limited since the questionnaire were distributed online. The study was restricted by the fact that the researchers never spoke to the respondent to ensure that any question that the respondent did not know, they may ask directly to the researcher. Future studies should be able to incorporate face-to-face distribution of the questionnaire. The importance of the survey respondent response is crucial for the researcher. The innovation diffusion theory was the theory applied in this study. For further researchers, it is suggested that they try to adopt other theories such as the technology acceptance model, the theory of planned behavior, and the theory of reasoned action to find out how whether they can measure the effect of e-wallet usage better than the Utah theory. Next is for recommendation. Based on the finding, the study indicates that e-wallet has successfully started to attract Malaysians in performing their electronic payment transaction after the implementation of Interoperable Credit Transfer Framework (ICTF) in Malaysia. The study's finding may help e-wallet provider better understand the variables that affect customer acceptance of e-wallet use. By understanding these variables, they may be able to meet customer needs more effectively, which will in turn lead to more customers choosing to use e-wallet for their purchases. In addition, the result of this study may serve as the foundation for public university administration in selecting the finest e-wallet vendor for a strategic partnership to implement e-wallet apps in university. There are still many areas that could use improvement or future research opportunities. Future study may consider e-wallet acceptance factor other than performance expectancy, effort expectancy, social influence, and facilitating conditions. Performance expectancy is the most significant factor influencing the acceptance of e-wallet among FPTP. Therefore, future research on e-wallet should be conducted not only on acceptance study but also on technology infrastructure or facilities, features, and function. The future work can focus more on current technology and security of e-wallet. In conclusion, the purpose of this study is to look at the elements that influence e-wallet acceptability using the unified theory of acceptance and use of technology model UTAUT. This study used four independent variables from the UTAUT, namely performance expectancy, effort expectancy, facilitating condition, and social influence. The study finding may assist e-wallet providers better understand that factors influence consumers' approval of e-wallet use. There are still many improvement of change for future research to take place. The study was limited since the survey were provided online. The study was also constrained because the researchers never talked with the respondent.